Silo Rebel Sports is live. Rebel Red sponsors include C&D Cattle, First Texoma National Bank, Ford's Guide Service, Razor Blade Salon, Olivia's Jewelry, Texoma Ready Mix, Taco Casa, Roll-Offs, K&D Customs, Lumped Injectables and Beauty Box, Parker and Mitchell Heating and Cooling, Crossing Arrows Hot Shot, First United, Rebel Nutrition, Hot Shots Coffee, S&L Collision Center, Red River Pet Resort. Rebel Red sponsors also include All Seasons Contracting, Triple Threat Baseball Club, Texoma Pit Stop, and Real Fishing Guide Service. It's time for Silo Rebel Baseball. Here is your voice of the Rebels, Kevin Farr, and the best fifth grade sportscaster in the business, Asher Ludrick.
Hi again, everybody. It's Silo Lady Rebel softball as the Lady Rebels game 2 of this super regional action and try to stay alive, keep their season alive here in the quest for a 10th straight trip to the Fastpitch State Tournament. But they're going to need to turn things around after a 2-1 loss to Alva in game 1 of this best of 3 series. And they're going to have to do it against the same pitcher, J.C. Kellen, who tossed a complete game 5-hitter against them in that opening contest. And if you were along with us for that one, Kellen was masterful at getting ahead in the count. 23 of 27 batters she faced with first pitch strikes 2 in that contest, and Kellen was able to get ahead in the count and ended up being the winning pitcher in that contest. And much like a lot of the Alva games this year, that's falls in line with what they have done this season. 22 of their 30 games, they have allowed 1 run or less. So going to be up to the Lady Rebels to execute offensively and try to manufacture a few runs. And as that barrier need to get at least 2 to 3 runs at least to knock Alva out of their comfort zone in this second game of this best of 3 series. Christina Tubby back out there on the in the pitching circle. She toes the rubber for this one, and a fresh slate to start this contest. In game 1 today, Tubby went 7 innings, allowed 2 runs, 1 earned on 7 hits, struck out 9, and walked 1. Christina was around the strike zone as well, but not quite as efficient. 94 pitches for Tubby in that opening contest. And we're set to go here for game 2 of this best of 3 series in this super regional. Must win for the Lady Rebels in this contest as the first pitch is fouled off. And we're underway. Ruby Nichols leading things off. And she watches that pitch slow. Here comes the next one for Costina. Popped into shallow left field. Charging in is Bowerman and makes the grab for the out. Same lineup defensively for the Lady Rebels. It's Connie Tubby at third base, Avery Beecham at shortstop, Michaela Clark plays second, and Bregan at first base. In the outfield, it's Dexter Bowerman in left, Cash Atwood in center, Camry Hendricks in right field, J.C. Webb behind the plate. And this ball is nubbed up the first baseline. Ginn comes to field it. Can't come up with the ball. She tried to tag prematurely before she had the ball in her glove. And another bunt. The Lady Rebels unable to field cleanly. And Alva comes up with a base runner on that bunt up the slow bunt up the first baseline. So J.C. Kellen back to the plate, and Woods on base. She's been a thorn in the Lady Rebels side all day. Had 3 hits in the first contest. Stole a couple bases. First pitch was a ball to Kellen. See if Woods takes off. Here's the next one. Swung on. That's fouled back and out of play. Next pitch from Costina is in there for a strike. Runner goes at second, and she's called safe. Close play there, but just ahead of the tag from Avery Beecham, and there's the base runner once again. Kaylin Woods stealing another bag. I believe that's her 3rd steal of the day. In scoring position now, and the pitch to Kellen is inside for a ball. That 2-2 pitch. Close, but the Lady Rebels didn't get the benefit of the call there. Here's the next one. Swung on and fouled straight back to the backstop. Just underway here in the first inning of game 2. And that pitch missed for a ball. Count goes full here to Kellen. Costina rocks and fires. The payoff pitch off speed, called strike 3 as Kellen strikes out looking. Big strikeout there against one of the Lady Bugs' top hitters. Brings Trinity Stevens to the plate. That runner still out there in scoring position at second with 2 outs. Pitch from Costina is a strike called on the outside corner. Alva threatening here in the top half of the first. Next pitch to Stevens, swung on, and she fouls it at the plate. 0-2 the count. And there's one swung on and looped to first base, grabbed by Bregan in the air for the out. And that'll retire Alva in the first inning. For the Ladybugs, they leave a runner on in the top half of the first. We go to the bottom of the opening frame. Alva nothing. Silo coming to bat when we come back here on SiloRebels.tv. Well, same looking lineup for the Lady Rebels. We'll see. Well, may have a little bit of a change here at the top of the order. Going to have Avery Beecham once again leading off, however. Beecham had a hit, one of the four in the first or five in the first game for the Lady Rebels, excuse me. Try to get her on, set the table. Camry Hendricks has moved up and hitting in the 2-hole for this contest. As the first pitch, Beecham swinging, pops it up right in front of the plate. Kellen comes in and calls everybody off and makes the grab on the pop-up about 3 feet right in front of home plate. Pops up the very first pitch. And there's Kellen again. First pitch and gets the out. Brings Camry Hendricks to the plate. Hendricks had a couple of hits, 2 of the 5 in game 1. And she watches that pitch for a strike called. Kellen in game 1, 86 pitches, 65 of those went for strikes. She was cruising along, averaging less than 10 pitches an inning until that final frame. Here's one swung on, popped up, back, and out of play. 0-2 the count. Talked about it in the first game. Seemed like the Lady Rebels were up there constantly with 0-2 counts, and here we are again with Hendricks facing an 0-2 count. One out here in the bottom of the first. The pitch swung on, ground ball, right side. Stopped by the second baseman. The throw over, not in time, as they said she was off the bag. Said the throw pulled the first baseman off the bag. Georgia Nichols had to reach high for that throw, and just a little bit high from McMurphy. And she's going out to talk to the base umpire, the Alva head coach. Megan Stratton out there to talk to the base umpire. It was a close play at first, but the umpire ruled that the first baseman was off the bag on the catch. So Hendricks is aboard. Camry had a steal in game 1. Leads the team, 17 stolen bases now in the season with Michaela Clark coming to the plate. Clark trying to break out after a rough opening contest. She swings on the first pitch and fouls it off as Hendricks was on the move. Michaela 0 for 3 in that opening contest. Hendricks looking to run. The pitch home, swung on. This one skied in the air to left field. Coming in as the left fielder and reaches up and makes the grab out there. Buer in left, and there's the throw coming in. Gets free, and advancing on to second is Hendricks. The throw went, Hendricks was running, and then the throw went to first and got by. So Hendricks is going to advance on an error by Alva. So Silo has a runner in scoring position now with 2 outs and Connie Tubby to the plate. See if Connie can come through and put the Lady Rebels on top as she takes strike 1. Kellen just pounding the strike zone. Here comes the next one. Swung on by Connie, and it's popped up. Foul ground right side, and it's hooking out of play. First baseman Nichols was giving chase over there and just almost came up with it, but ran out of real estate. The count 0-2 now. Here to Connie. Next pitch, and strike 3 called. As she did in the first game, Kellen gets the inning-ending strikeout in the first stanza to leave a Lady Rebels stranded. On to the second inning. Scoreless here from Silo in game 2 of this Super Regional. Back with more coming up. Dylan Martiney to start things for Alva here. 5, 6, 7 in the order for the Ladybugs in the second inning. And she'll face Costina. A pitch from Tubby swung on and lined right at Michaela Clark. Reached down and makes the snag in the air. That sinking liner, and there's one out. So Tubby gets the first pitch out here in the second. Brings Asia Blackledge to the plate. And Tubby delivers in there, and it's fouled back and out of play, back to the screen. Blackledge 0 for 3 in the first contest. Martiney, who just lined out, she had 2 of Alva's 7 hits in that contest. Here's the next one, inside for a ball. Christina ready to go. The 1-1 delivery, and there's a swing and miss. Pulled the string there, and ahead in the count. Another off speed and taken for strike 3. Nice looking pitch there from the freshman, and gets the strikeout. 2 down here in the second. Avery McMurphy is the batter. As Christina checks the sign, and she's ready to go. First one low for a ball. Deliver that one high and away, 2-0. Alva, 2-1 winner in the pitcher's duel in game 1, as this one swung on and it's pulled just foul. Rolling up the third baseline. Tubby was going to let it roll. Connie at third, as the batter was still standing at the plate. See if it rolled back fair, but it did not. 2-1 the count. A pitch from Christina swung on. It's a chopper to third. Connie will field it, throw over in time, and Alva's retired in order in the second inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Still scoreless on to the bottom of the second inning. Part of the silo order due up here in the second. Lady Rebels looking for some type of offensive spark. as they have been held in check thus far today by J.C. Kellen, the junior pitcher for Alva. Just one run on the day thus far. Castina at the plate here to start this inning. A pitch from Kellen. That's a rare first pitch ball outside. One and 0 the count. Here's the next one at inside. Oh, a call to strike. Looked a bit of low inside. 1-1 the count. As that one, Coach Lawless comes down and says something, talking to the umpire. Here's the 1-1 now, and that one's low to Castina. I think Sato has had the leadoff runner on one time today, I believe. Pitch to Castina here, swung on. This one is smashed to the gap in right center field, but over to cut it off. Nice play by Woods, the right fielder, as that one died when it hit the ground. Hung up just a little bit, allowed Woods to get over there and cut it off, held Tubby to a leadoff single, but they have the leadoff award for just the second time today. Dylan Paddock on to run for Castina. Paddock had a stolen base in game one. Brigin comes to the plate. See what the Lady Rebels try to do here. Pitch bunted and popped up to the pitcher. Goes to first, not in time, as diving back in is the base runner, Paddock. So once again, the Lady Rebels unable to execute on the bunt. Hurt them in the first game today and unable to execute the sacrifice bunt, move the runner over there. So there's one out, runner at first. Cash Atwood at the plate now. She squares and takes the pitch high for a ball. Paddock stays put at first base. As we mentioned in game one, bunts both ways around have been the story today. Squares again, swung on, ground ball, hit to second, goes to the bag for one, on to first, and that one bounces out of the glove, nearly a double play. But out of the glove of the first baseman over there, and Atwood is safe on the fielder's choice. Sharply hit ball, but McMurphy did a good job snagging it, got the force at second. Nichols unable to maintain the throw. Atwood is aboard with 2 outs. J.C. Webb to the plate. Webb swings on the first pitch. Slow roller right side. Fielded there and tossed the first by McMurphy. And Sato is retired in inning number 2. No runs, a hit. Nobody, or one man left. As we move to the third inning, still scoreless here. Alva and Silo. Third inning here from Silo. Game 2 of this best of 3 Super Regional. And bottom of the order for Alva. There's a bunt on the leadoff batter. The throw goes into right field. An error on the bunt. And once again, bunts continue to be the story of the day. As Alva has the leadoff aboard, Trinity Miller comes to the plate. Now she slapped a triple over the head of Hendricks in right field in game 1. Alva has the leadoff aboard here in the third. On the error on the bunt. Here's the pitch, bunted, and it's going to be fouled at the plate. So Miller trying to bunt. Lady Rebels have not done well defensively against the bunt today. So Connie about halfway in at third base. Again, quarter of the way in at first, and that pitch up and in to Miller. Buer, the runner at first for Alva. Then back to the top of the order after Miller, and that bunted and fouled. As Miller tried to pull the bat back, and pitch from Castina off the bat, the flex foul. 1-2 the count. Here comes the next one, and that's high for a ball. Trying to get her to chase there. Next pitch, swing and a miss, got the strikeout. Big strikeout there for Castina. In that spot, gets out number 1. And back up is the top of the order. Ruby Nichols up, and then Kaylin Woods over there on deck, and she has been the killer today. As that pitch high for a ball. One oh the count here to Nichols. Tubby still in about halfway at third, squares. Now here's the throw to second as the runner takes off, and she's out. Beecham fielded the throw. It was a little bit offline, but Avery stuck with it and got the tag down just in time. And big out. Buer is retired at second. There's 2 away. Yeah. 2-0 the count as that pitch was inside to Nichols. Here's the next one. And there's a strike call. So Silo gets the big out on the base pass for the second out of the inning. And Nichols watches that one for strike 2. And, well, she starts back to the dugout. I don't know if she's going to get another bat or. Oh, guess she thought it was strike 3. Well, the umpire had signaled 2-0 before the it was 2-0. The umpire signaled, and then 2 strikes later. Nichols started toward the dugout thinking it was strike 3. Count should be, 2-2 unless somebody missed something. The umpire talking to the Alva coach now. Well, still discussing things. And it's going to remain 2-2 after the discussion. Tubby ready to go. Rocks and fires, and pitch is popped back foul over the backstop. 2-2 once again. Off speed that time and stayed high for a ball. It's 3-2. Kevin Farr along with you today here on SiloRebels.tv for this Class 3A Super Regional. Payoff pitch swung on, popped up. Shallow center field. Beecham is out, calls everybody off, and makes the grab for out number 3 and retires the Ladybugs in the 3rd inning. On to the bottom of the 3rd. Silo looking for a run here. Back with more coming up. Scoreless. So it's 9-1-2 coming up here for Silo in the 3rd inning. And J.C. Kellen back out there. She just has picked up where she left off in game 1 when 23 of her 27 first pitch to a batter went for strikes. Seven of the first 8 batters for Silo have seen strike 1 on the very first pitch from Kellen. We'll see what she does with Bowerman here. 9-1-2 in the order. As Kellen just keeps pounding the strike zone right off the bat. Here's the pitch, and whoop, that one's low. Talked her into a ball there. It was the second batter in this contest. She hadn't got first pitch strike 2. Here comes the next one to Dextry. And it's a strike call. One and one. The next one bunted. Pitcher comes to field. Kellen throws the first in time. And Bowerman is retired on the bunt attempt. Leading off here in the 3rd inning. Here comes Avery Beecham. Avery popped out on the first pitch of the contest, thrown by Kellen back in inning 1. She swings on the first pitch here and pulls it foul up the 3rd baseline. Got good contact on it, but was out in front. 0-1 the count. So Kellen ready to go. Pitches that one, and it's in the dirt. Count even to 1-1. Bottom of the 3rd inning here. And the next pitch swung on. This one skied high to center, and over to make the catch is Miller. Right field side, center field. Avery just got under that one a little. It's 2 outs with Camry Hendricks coming up. So Hendricks to the plate. Here comes the pitch, and that's high for a ball. Camry's had a decent day. She's had 3 hits as there's a strike called. Reached last time on that ground ball to second on when the throw was drew the batter, our first baseman off the bag as that pitch inside for a ball. Actually, a couple hits on the day now for Camry. 2-1 the count. And Henricks takes time, steps out of the box, and here's the pitch. Swung on and a bouncer back to the pitcher. And the throw was a little bit low from Kellen, but snagged over there by the first baseman Nichols on the comebacker to end the inning for Silo. Still scoreless. Alva nothing, Silo nothing. On to the 4th inning. Back with more coming up here on SiloRebels.tv. Here's the pitch from Costina to start the 4th inning. It's fouled off, backing out of play as once again Kaylin Woods is at the plate. Here's the next one. It's in the dirt. Pitch high for a ball. Ball skied to right field. Going to drop in front of Bowerman as blooped out there into shallow left field. As the Beecham was racing out and Bowerman in, and neither one of them made an attempt at it, and it fell in. And Woods is aboard once again as Kellen squares. Kellen, they intentionally walked her in the first game once. There's a swing and miss, but they've had Kellen's number pretty well thus far today as she swings and misses. Woods with good speed at first base after the leadoff bloop single. Here comes the next one to Kellen. Swung on. A ground ball to third, bobbled there off the glove of Connie, and she's going to be safe. 2 aboard for Alva with nobody out. A hard shot off the glove of Tubby at third and deflects, and Sada was unable to come up with an out. So Alva gets the first 2 on here with nobody out in the 4th. Trinity Stevens at the plate. She squares, and that ball hits her. Well, now there's going to be some questions risen here as Stevens squared and the ball hits her right in the leg. I don't know if they say she did not offer at it, but they're going to give Stevens first base. The bases are loaded with gold bugs here. Silo's bringing the infield in. That's a big spot in this one. Runs at a premium, and Alva has them loaded with nobody out in the fourth. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, or actually just got a piece of it. Martini, the catcher, had 2 hits in game 1 today. Tubby pulled some magic out in game 1 at times with runners on. She's going to need a Houdini act right here to get out of this jam with them loaded and nobody out as the pitch high for a ball. Infield in, outfield playing pretty much at normal depth. Swing and miss. See if Christina can strike out, would be big right here. Here comes the 1-2, and it's just off the corner for a ball. Next one, swing and a miss. She got her. Pulled the string there, and big strikeout for Tubby. There's 1 out. Asia Blackledge at the plate. And she watches the first pitch outside for a ball. Here's the next one, swing and a miss. Lady Rebels infield all the way in again. Bowerman playing fairly deep in left field. They're shallow in center and right. Here comes the next pitch. Fouled straight back by Blackledge. 1-2 the count. Tension definitely binding right here. With 1 out, the pitch home. Swing and a miss. She got her. Back-to-back strikeouts by Tubby after Alva loaded the bases with nobody out. Avery McMurphy, the batter, as the infield moves back now. Here's a ground ball hit towards second. Fielded there by Clark. Goes to the bag and gets the force at second base on the toss to Beecham. McMurphy with the fielder's choice. And Alva goes scoreless as Castina slams the door after Alva had loaded them with nobody out. Big spot there for Sano to turn back the Ladybugs. We move on to the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless. So the Lady Rebels dodge a major bullet in the top of the fourth inning. Alva leaves 3 stranded. 3, 4, and 5 coming up in the order for Silo. Trying to do something about this scoreless game. Michaela Clark at the plate. She watches the first pitch high that time from Kellen. Here comes the next one, and that's outside for a ball. 2-0 the count. Delivers there as Clark squared, pulled back, and takes it for a strike call. It's 2-1 to Michaela. Clark, 381 average coming into today's action. Swings on this one, pops up. Foul side of third, and over to make the play is the third baseman, Blackledge. There's one out. Connie Tubby, the next batter. Kellen comes set. There's the pitch swung on. This one's blasted past the third baseman. Bobbled out there by the left fielder. Tubby's motoring to second base, and she's in with the stand-up double. Connie smashed that one past the third baseman, and the left fielder for Alva got over there and bobbled it for a second. Tubby had an easy double out of it. Brings Costina to the plate. Chance to help her cause right here. Haley Cisco will run for Connie. So Costina at the plate. The pitch high, gets away to the backstop. Cisco on down to third base. At third with just one out. Silo with a chance to take the lead right here. Wouldn't take a hit by Tubby. See if Costina can get this run home. She fouls that pitch off the right side. So the count 1-1. Lady Rebels threatening. Looks like the infield playing back here for Alva. A pitch home, swung on, hit towards center, coming in as a center fielder, dives in, unable to make the catch as it hits the ground. The run scores from third. Miller came charging in on that sinking liner, dove, and Costina with an RBI single. Silo leads 1-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. Bree Ginn to the plate. Dylan Paddock on to run at first base. So Silo has taken the lead for the first time today. They never led in game one. The pitch to Bree is taken for a strike called as Paddock stays at first base. One out. The one out hit by Christina Tubby has staked her to a 1-0 lead after her outstanding work at the top of the frame. That pitch off the glove of the catcher to the backstop. Paddock on down to second base in scoring position for Bree. The count 1-1, and it's going to draw a visit to the pitching circle by Megan Stratton. Thought I would love to add insurance. We've talked about it throughout the day that 2/3 of the Ladybug games this season, they have been low scoring, allowed 1 run or less. They've lost some of them. But runs tough to come by. Now the meeting is over. Again at the plate for Silo. 25 RBIs on the season for Bree. Started to square, pulled back, and swung and fouled that off. Just got a piece of it. Paddock was stealing third. She's going to have to go back as that ball nicked the bat of Bree. They had the slash on with the steal by Paddock. Here comes the Kellen pitch. Swung on, this popped foul on the right side and given chase, the right fielder not going to get there. Woods was racing over, but it dropped in foul ground. One and two. Here's the pitch to Bree, and that one just missed off the corner. Came with the off speed that time. It's 2-2. Paddock at second. Pitch home, swung on. High in the air to center field, back, and making the grab is Miller. Took a step back and had that one right on target. Bree flies out to center. Cash Atwood to the plate now. Lady Rebels needing a 2-out hit to tack on. The pitch swung on, ground ball toward third, foul. Got that one off the hands. Silo trying to even this series at 1 game apiece after losing the opener 2-1 and force a third and deciding game tomorrow. Here comes the pitch, swing and a miss. Got away from the catcher, and the throw to first, or throw to third, is not in time. Paddock motored down to third as that one got away from Martini. So 0-2 the count. Runner at third. Pitch outside for a ball there to Atwood. Lady Rebels just looking for something to get that run in, to give them a 2-run cushion. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on. Ground ball toward third. Fielded there. The throw by Blackledge in time. Atwood is out on the ground out to third as they leave the runner at third base. But Silo picks up a run. Christina Tubby with the clutch RBI single to give the Lady Rebels the lead. It's 1-0 Silo on to the 5th. Fifth inning here for the Lady Bugs. 8, 9, and 1 in the order. Buer at the plate for Alva here. That pitch is fouled off the right side. First offering from Costina. A 1 the count to Buer here. Lady Rebels clinging to a lead for the first time today as that pitch low. Costina worked out of the bases loaded, nobody out jam in the last inning. Here's one swung on, popped up, right field. Hendricks on it and makes the grab. Camry with the catch in right. There's one out. Trinity Miller to the plate. Pitch from Costina is fouled back. Here's the next one, and it's inside that time to Miller. It'll be Miller, and then back to the top of the Alva order. If they get anybody on, Woods is going to have a chance to hit again. She's got 4 hits on the day. Here's the pitch. That's high to the backstop. Here's the 2-1 now. Swung on. This one's looped to second. Right into the glove of Michaela Clark. There's 2 outs. Top of the order brings up Ruby Nichols. Comes the pitch from Costina. Swung on, and that's fouled off. Another tight battle here in game 2 of this Super Regional. Pitch, that poked foul. And another pitcher's duel, as was game 1. Won by Alva 2-1. This one, a 1-0 Silo lead. The 0-2 is upstairs for a ball. Runs at a premium, to say the least, today. We've seen 4 scored, 2 by each team, as that fouled back. One and 2 the count now. And the pitch off speed and stayed a little bit high. That one to Nichols. Evens the count at 2-2. Christina rocks and fires and gets the strikeout. Strikeout by Tubby there. The freshman with her 6th strikeout of the game. And we move to the bottom of 5. Silo with a 1-0 lead on Alva. Back with more coming up here on SiloRebels.tv. So J.C. Kellen, the Alva ace, back out in the pitching circle. And J.C. Webb leading off for Silo here in the fifth. And she'll watch strike one from Kellen. Swung on, chopped foul off the left side to the left of the bag. Diving snag by Blackledge, but it was foul. Count now 0-2 here to Webb. Here's the pitch from Kellen, and low and away. Trying to get her to chase that time. One-two delivery upstairs for a ball. Two this time, and it's inside, nearly hit her. Count goes full. One of the few times today Kellen has gone full in a count. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on, ground ball right side. Nice stop by the second baseman to her left, and the throw to first. McMurphy gets her out by a step. So Webb retired for the first out here in the fifth. Dextry Bowerman, the next batter. Another ground ball right side, fielded by the first baseman, and the race to the bag. She does unable to beat Bowerman. The first baseman for Alva, Nichols, went to a knee to field that one. To her right, had to get up and tried to beat Bowerman to the bag and unable to do so. The freshman with outstanding speed, and Bowerman beats that one out. Fifth hit for Silo in this contest. Avery beats him to the plate. She hits the first one right back to the pitcher, goes to the bag at second, and it's late. Kellen hesitated for a second, waiting for her fielder to get there, and that allowed Bowerman to reach second base. It was a first pitch comebacker off the bat of Beecham. Kellen was trying to turn the double play, but the shortstop, Nichols, was there late. 2 on with 1 out. This one bunted by Hendricks, fielded there by Kellen. She'll go to first for the out. There's 2 out for Michaela Clark. So see if Clark can come through with something here with 2 outs. A couple of defensive lapses by Alva. Silo has 2 aboard. On balls, neither one came close to being hit out of the infield. And Clark swings on that one and yanks it foul. Smoked that pitch. Foul past Coach Lawless in the third base coaching box. See if Clark can come through and add to the Silo lead. Pitch swung on and Bouncer to third, and she started to go to the bag for the force. It wasn't a force. Then the throw to first is offline. Now coming home is Beecham. Slides in safe. It's 3-0. The Ladybug defense has come unglued here in the fifth inning. Silo has plated 3 runs and has not hit a ball out of the infield yet, but the Ladybug defense has come unraveled with a handful of errors here. It's 3-0, and that's probably the magic number, as Alva, they have been dynamic in games allowing 1 run or less. Silo has plated 3 here. The Alva offense has not shown the ability to string much together here today. Here's one smashed up the middle by Connie. It's 4-0 as Clark scores from third. Lady Rebels have broke it open here in the 5th inning, trying to force a third and deciding game tomorrow for a trip to the state tournament. Christina at the plate. She came through with the clutch single to put Silo ahead in the last inning. Lady Rebels have come alive. A couple of hits in this inning, along with some defensive lapses by Alva. Here's a pop-up toward first, and that one's going to drop in. That one drops in by the second baseman trying to make a play behind the bag, and they're going to say it's foul. The home plate umpire called it foul. They're going to bring Christina back to the plate. It was popped up behind first base. Nichols had no clue where that one was. McMurphy got over there trying to field it, and it dropped behind first. It looked just inside the line, but it's called foul. So it's going to go as a foul ball by Tubby. Silo would have had runners at second and third with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Christina, and that one's inside and fouled off. 1-2 the count now to Tubby. The 1-2 pitch swung on. This one smashed down the left field line. Fair and rolling to the corner. Here comes Connie around third. She's headed home. The throw not going to be in time, and the Lady Rebels lead at 5-0. Christina comes through as she delivers the most well-hit ball of the day, as that one was blasted down the left field line and into the corner. 5-0 Silo. Josie Savage on to run for Christina, who's come through with back-to-back RBIs. Lady Rebels have broken it open here. Bree Ginn up, and she watches that one in the dirt and gets by. They finally found some life against Kellen, who was just dominant through the first 10 innings pitched today. Christina came up with the RBI single, and then it's been 4 in this inning. There's a strike called to Bree Ginn. Here's the next one, swung on, popped up, right side, foul ground, overs the first baseman, and she can't make the play. Nichols in and out of her glove. Another Alva error in this inning. The Ladybugs have come unglued defensively. That's 4 Alva errors here in the 5th inning, and Silo has plated 4 runs. The 1-2 pitch to Bree, and she fouls that one off as she pokes it up the right side. Well, the end cap came off there as it's a cued foul, and she's going to go over and get a new bat. 5-0 Silo here in the fifth. One and two the count to Bree. Runner still out there at third base is Savage. The pitch home, and that one just off the corner for a ball. Here comes the next one to Bree, and bounces low and inside. 3-2 the count. Swung on. This one back up the middle, base hit. Slapped up the middle, past the diving shortstop into center field. It's 6-0. So the Lady Rebels offense has found the answer for Kellen in this fifth inning. So Bree with an RBI single. It's 6-0. Trinity Ford up to pinch hit. Ford, the freshman, hitting. .269 her average on the season. And here comes Haley Cisco, going to come in for run for again. Lady Rebels continue to tack on with 2 outs. Three straight Silo hits. 4 hits in the inning, in addition to 4 Alva errors. And Silo has plated 5. Umpires out there discussing something here, and I think they're discussing the substitution here as Cisco on to run once again. So the discussion continues down there about the substitution. As Cisco on to run once again. She's run once in the contest. She ran for Connie Tubby the first time. And now running for Bree again, and I think they're going to force the Lady Rebels to use another runner. So the runner at first is going to be I think Melanie McDonald on to run at first base. Trinity Ford at the plate. Here we go as the swing and miss. Here's the next one, and it's inside for a ball. Swung on, and that one's popped foul off the right side. Here's the 2-2 now, and it's called strike 3 to Ford to end the inning. So Kellen gets out of it, but not before Silo erupts for 5 runs. 5 runs in the inning. Lady Rebels had 4 hits. There were 4 Alva errors, and they lead 6-0 here into the 6th. So here we go to the 6th inning now. Silo with a 6-0 lead. Tubby Mack out there, and Christina has come through some big spots in this one, trying to keep the Lady Rebel season alive. Here's the pitch swung on. This one is driven into left field for a base hit. So Woods back on again, and that's her 5th hit today for Woods. And Kellen is back to the plate. Woods has been a thorn in Silo's side all day long. And here's Kellen. She swings on this one. High fly ball, foul down the left field line. Had plenty of distance to get out of the park, but it was about 20 feet foul. Here's the pitch, high for a ball. Here's the next one. Swung on, popped up, shallow left side as, in fact, Beecham's going to make this catch on the edge of the grass. There's one out. Pitch swung on, popped up, right side. Michaela Clark on the run makes the catch. There's 2 outs. here in the 6th. Good news for as this one swung on ground ball toward third, and Connie can't make the play as it deflects off her glove. There's 2 aboard with 2 outs. Another silent error there. So 2 aboard. The error there. Silo has had their problems defensively in this one at times as well. As there's a swing and miss. Blackledge. Now she's going to go down and talk to Coach Stratton. Ladybugs have not won a game this season. They have allowed more than 3 runs. Don't really have a high-powered offense. As there's one swung on and fouled right side, now to play. It's 0-2. In fact, they've only won 1 game. They've allowed more than 1 run this year. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Tubby with the strikeout. 6-0 Silo as Alva leaves 2 in the 6th. On to the bottom of the 6th inning. Lady Rebels with a 6-0 lead. So Silo coming up here in the bottom of the 6th inning, leading 6-0 on Alva. Lady Rebels 3 outs away from forcing a 3rd and deciding game tomorrow. I believe it's scheduled for a noon start for a trip to the state tournament, looking for their 10th consecutive trip to the Fastpitch state tournament. J.C. Webb will lead things off for Silo. And we have a new pitcher for the Lady Bugs. As Trinity Stevens on to pitch. Alva has taken out their ace, J.C. Kellen. Probably conceding this one down 6-0. That's how they, as I mentioned, they have not won a game this season. They've scored or allowed more than 3, excuse me. Pitch just fouled off by Webb. So Stevens in the circle for Alva. Here's the pitch, and it's low for a ball. Two and one the count here to Webb. The pitch, inside out swing, fielded there, and over to step on the bag is Nichols. She stumbled a little bit that time again. Had to go to her right to field it. There's one out. So Stevens on to pitch here, and I think Bowerman's at the plate now. Pops up the first pitch. Right side of the infield. Caught for out number 2. So 2 away. Avery Beecham back to the plate. Here's the pitch from Stevens. Off speed and low for a ball. Now 1-0, swung on, ground ball to short. Up with it is the shortstop, and the throw over from Nichols in time to get Beecham. Silent retired in order in the 6th. On to the 7th. Lady Rebels 3 outs away from extending this to game 3. Back coming up here on SilentRebels.tv. So it's going to be Avery McMurphy to lead off for Alva. 7, 8, 9 in the order for the Ladybugs. As Christina Tubby, the freshman, tries to finish this off. And the first pitch swung on. And back is Michaela Clark on the run on that flare to the right side. Clark makes the catch in shallow right field. There's one away. 1 pitch, 1 out. Buer at the plate for Alva. Here comes the Tubby pitch. It's bunted. Christina comes to field it, throw it to the bag, and making the catch is Michaela Clark on the bunt defense that time. There's 2 quick outs. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Here comes the Tubby pitch this time, and swinging away is Trinity Miller, and she fouls it off. That pitch misses inside. Swung on, fly ball to right field. Racing back is Hendricks, going to be over her head. Second time today, Miller has poked one over the head of Camry Hendricks playing shallow right. A double there for Miller to keep Alva alive as Ruby Nichols to the plate. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike called to Nichols. On deck is Kaylin Woods, and she has just been on fire all day long at the plate. The lone Ladybug, really. As that pitch high for a ball. Silo would rather not face her again. Here's the next pitch, swung on. This one, a high fly ball to left, and racing over as Bowerman makes the catch on the run for the third out to retire Alva in the seventh. The Lady Rebels win it 6-0 to force a third and deciding game tomorrow for the trip to state here in this Class 3A Super Regional. Final numbers look like this. Christina Tubby, a sensational performance by the freshman in this one. 7 innings as she allowed no runs on 3 hits, struck out 7, and walked no one. As Tubby comes through, go back and look at that top of the fourth inning in a scoreless game. Alva had the bases loaded with nobody out, the decisive point of the contest. I mentioned it then. Tubby got out of the inning without allowing any runs after Alva had loaded them with nobody out, and Castina works out of it. Alva goes scoreless in the fourth, and then Tubby with the RBI single in the bottom of the fourth to put Silo in front, the 2-out RBI single, and then Silo broke it open in the next inning with 5 runs, including another Tubby RBI hit. Offensively, the Lady Rebels end up with 8 hits in the contest. Christina Tubby, the star at the plate as well. 3 for 3 in the contest. She had 2 RBIs. Connie Tubby had 2 hits and an RBI as well. Bree Ginn with the hit and an RBI, and Camry Hendricks had a hit also in the contest, as did Dextry Bowerman. So Silo wins. Lady Rebels improved to 30-10 on the season. Alva drops to 20-11. And game 3 of the decisive series, game 3 of this 3-game Super Regional will be played tomorrow. I believe a noon start time. We'll have it for you here on SiloRebels.tv. Also tomorrow, it's baseball action for the Rebels. They'll be in Wright City, and they'll open the regional tournament at 4 p.m. against Sterling. That also here on SiloRebels.tv. All coming up tomorrow, a jam-packed day of action here on SiloRebels.tv with playoff games galore. Lady Rebels playing to go to state at noon, and then the Rebel baseball team with 2 wins tomorrow, they could also punch their ticket for the state tournament next week. So that's going to about do it from Silo here today as the Lady Rebels win game 2 after dropping the first one 2-1. It's 6-0 Silo in game 2. And until tomorrow, noon start, the scheduled start time for that one. We'll have it for you here on SiloRebels.tv. I'm Kevin Farr saying so long.